The biggest sporting event that ever happened in the state of Maine happened in 1965, and that was when Cassius Clay, who was just becoming known as Muhammad Ali, defeated Sonny Liston for the second time to retain the world heavyweight crown. That fight happened in Lewiston, Maine. It was supposed to happen in Boston. Ali got sick. They had to postpone it. In the meantime, boxing officials and law enforcement in Massachusetts thought there might be something fishy going on around this fight, and they wouldn't sanction it. They needed a new place to hold it. The governor of Maine said, "I see no reason why it can't come to Maine." So there it was in Lewiston. So it was the famous Phantom Punch fight. It ended in about 30 seconds. And a lot of people thought the fix was in. Well, it really wasn't. Ali won that fight fair and square as far as anyone can see. 30 years later, they had the anniversary dinner to mark that great occasion. And Muhammad Ali himself came back to Maine to celebrate. Now, if you'll recall, Ali at this point was suffering the effects of Parkinson's disease, so he was not as glib as he once was. His movements were shaky, and yet his spirit was still there. And those of us who've grown up in the 1960s and 70s, a lot of us really admired Ali, not just for his boxing prowess, but for being a man who has the courage of his convictions, willing to put his career on the line and risk going to jail because he didn't believe in going to fight in a war that he thought was illegitimate. That's not easy to do. He walked away from a lot of money and was in great jeopardy of, in fact, being sent to prison. He ultimately prevailed and resumed his boxing career. So Muhammad Ali is maybe the most famous man on the earth in those days. So he came to Lewiston, and one of the first things he did, he visited a middle school there. And all these young kids had been briefed a little bit. They'd learned about who Muhammad Ali was, and they were pretty excited, but they couldn't have been as excited as I was, or people of my generation, to see this guy who we idolized here in our town. And he was really sweet with all the kids. He was doing little magic tricks for them and shaking hands with them. And you could just see the spirit is still there. Though he did not talk a lot, he communicated just the same.